Well, it's part of the problem with politics in America today. Most of the information people get, they get literally a 30 or 60-second soundbite. There are other vehicles for getting information. You know, the web, the internet, is one of the best vehicles.
Couldn't agree more, John. Welcome back, everyone. This is Noah Cunin with The Uptake. Speaking of favorite sons, I interviewed Tim Kelly, a native of South Carolina and author of the blog crackthebell.com. The video you see here was captured as Tim dogged the Democratic candidates all across the state.
Well, I'm Tim Kelly. I am a blogger and a public relations guy in South Carolina, South Carolina native, and have been involved in politics and government affairs here for about 20 years.
The hot issue right now is obviously the economy. How is the economy in South Carolina from your perspective?
Well, we've been hit hard, like a lot of southern states, I guess, by jobs being shipped overseas, by the disappearance of the textile industry. The economy has not been good here. We have actually had a higher than the national average unemployment rate for several years now. Our per capita income substantially lags the national average. So the economy's been tough here.
Well, given that's the case, in terms of John Edwards' candidacy, the native son aspect, the populist economic message, why hasn't he gotten traction? Or was it just a matter of, as the Edwards campaign contests, that it's been the media drive toward a two-person race between Obama and Clinton?
I think that's true. I think the two celebrity candidates, as Edwards likes to call them, they've kind of dominated everything. They've sucked all the oxygen out of the room, and he hasn't been able to get his message out. Now, he's moved some in his last few days. His poll numbers are coming up. Hillary's are actually slipping a little bit. Obama's going down a little bit. But it looks like the real race right now may be for second and third between those two. People do come into South Carolina, and the first thing they gravitate toward is the Confederate flag. And you have to look hard to find a Confederate flag in South Carolina, except for the one that's by that Confederate monument. So there is that stereotype of South Carolina that we're backwards racially. Still backwards as well, but I think overall the coverage has been pretty good. It's understandable in some respects that there would be more focus on race here because it is the first Democratic primary where there will be a large African American presence. But it's also people are a little tired of the whole race. The whole campaign being portrayed nationally as about race in South Carolina.